Jake Dunn discusses his role as Stanley Kowalski in the new production of A Streetcar Named Desire at Sheffield's Crucible Theatre. He reflects on the timeless impact of Tennessee Williams' masterpiece, emphasizing its raw emotion and intense character dynamics. Dunn, who had no prior connection to the play, approached Stanley's character instinctively, avoiding rigid interpretations. Under director Josh Seymour's guidance, the cast focused on organic storytelling. Dunn highlights the importance of kindness offstage, given the play's emotional weight, and praises his co-stars, Joe Vanderham and Amara Ogarique, for their performances. Williams wrote something unbelievably brilliant and terrifying, Jake Dunn on A Streetcar Named Desire at the Crucible. Tennessee Williams' A Streetcar Named Desire is a play that has captivated audiences for decades with its raw emotion, explosive conflicts, and unforgettable characters. As a new production takes to the stage at Sheffield's Crucible Theatre this month, we spoke to Jake Dunn about stepping into the complex role of Stanley Kowalski. A Streetcar Named Desire was first staged in 1947. Why do you think the play still resonates with audiences today? I suppose, firstly, because of the obvious, Williams wrote something unbelievably brilliant and terrifying. These characters feel on the edges of their skin in that New Orleans heat, and they live their lives radically opposing each other. That's how the play starts. It only gets more insane from then on. Stanley Kowalski is a complex and difficult character to play. How have you approached bringing him to life in this production? I don't know, if I'm honest. I was surprised when I got to audition for the part, and even more surprised when I got the part. I hadn't seen Streetcar before, so I didn't have a relationship with it prior to rehearsing at the Crucible. Before rehearsals started, I remember reading Williams' memoirs, and then, for some reason, Stanley reminded me of Jackson Pollock, so I watched documentaries about him. I'm not sure why. He's not easily describable, so anything that felt restricting in a cerebral way, I've tried to steer clear of. Instead, I've focused on getting to a place of not thinking as we rehearse scenes and trying to be as instinctive as possible. How has Josh Seymour's direction influenced your portrayal of Stanley and the production's overall feel? Josh said to me really early on that no one in the rehearsal room has to try and be a genius when we start. Williams is the genius. We've got the genius already. Let's just play. I found that really useful. Different productions emphasize a number of different themes, from class divide to mental health. What do you think this production brings to the forefront? It's so hard to know when you're inside the play. I suppose Streetcar is a story about how people choose to live their lives, the fictions they live by, and what happens when those fictions overlap with or oppose the truth. Hopefully, we just share the story with you. That's the goal on my end at least. Stanley's relationships with Blanche and Stella are central to the narrative. How have you and your co-stars developed these dynamics during rehearsals? By being kind to each other. But seriously, it is a heavy play. You want to keep that drama on the stage and be as deliberately kind and careful off stage, protecting each other as best you can. I feel very lucky to be acting opposite Joe Vanderham, playing Blanche, and Amara Ogarique, playing Stella. I've admired them both from afar for the last few years.